So welcome to our final digestion and also Memory of Law. So my name is Noorasyikin Mohammad Noh. I am from Universiti. So today I would like to present about the comparison of performance of root Vetiver grass between coconut fiber and Eggshell toward the slope stabilizations. So let me proceed with the next slide. So this is the presentation outline where I'm going to elaborate later on one by one according to each scope. So let me proceed with the introduction part. So, global landscaping demand has led to 4,500 deaths worldwide from 2004 to 2010 due to the slope collapse, with India, China, the Philippines, and Nepal most affected. In Malaysia, it has experienced about 2.8 annual landslide between 1990 and 2009, causing fatalities and property damage. To address this, vegetation-based slope stability has emerged as an eco-friendly solution, surpassing traditional methods like wire mesh and concrete cover. These traditional methods are very costly, unsustainable, and also less effective. Given the slope failure issue in Malaysia and limited Vetiver grass fertilizer research, this study aims to bridge the gap. It analyzed coconut fiber and eggshell treated with Vetiver grass using shear and tensile strength tests, contributing to slope stabilization knowledge. So as you can see here from the right side, this the figure under the bioengineering method which use the vegetation, and then at the top one using the mechanical structure techniques. So under the problem statement, in Malaysia, hybrid and fill is one of the methods that contribute to the slope failure. Furthermore, poor Vetiver grass slope maintenance, including the wrong fertilizer use, leads to slope failure and affect the grass shear strength. Limited research exists on fertilizer impact on Vetiver grass growth in Malaysia. Comprehensive study on Vetiver grass maintenance are needed. Okay, this picture shows where the Vetiver grass will form fails to sustain the slope at particular area at two locations. So really from the figure, more of the place look fail everywhere. Okay, in this study, the main objectives. The first one is to find the property of Vetiver grass, and second one is to determine the mechanical property of Vetiver grass with coconut fiber and eggshell fertilizers. So, under the score of the study, this study aimed to compare the effectiveness of coconut fiber and eggshell as root enhancer of Vetiver grass for slope stabilizations. So, Vetiver grass experiments were modeled by plunging them in their cylindrical PVC pipes. This model was treated with the coconut fiber and eggshell fertilizers in Universiti and Roger Geotech lab. And then lab testing took place in the Geotech engineering lab to assess the mechanical properties of the grass using the direct shear board test and also the universal testing machines in order to find the root shear strength and also the tension strength. Additionally, the lab examined the root properties, for example, the root diameter, root length, and also the root morphology. So now let's take a look under the literature review. So in year 2019 and in 2009, there are several rehabilitation that already applied. Okay, if you look here, can able to protect from the erosions and also to modify the soil rigging for the grass, herbaceous, with the plant, shrub, and also the trees. Under the role of vegetation, so if you look here, there are two role of vegetation between the first one, mechanical effect through the root actually, and then under the hydrological effect through the precipitation process. And then it has also the elimination of vegetation. The shallow fine root system grasses the form does not considerably improve the seasonal or the surface soil profile. Actually, it depends on the vegetation type. Okay? So, let's take a look under the root morphology. What is the meaning of the root morphology? Root morphology is defined as the architecture, form, or structure for the plant root systems. So, we have several types of root morphology. Okay, for example, here, okay, we have the one, two, three shape, and then there are a lot of shape, and here also combined together. And also we have another we call that the criteria to for the morphology, for example, the fibrous, or for example, the lateral, okay, and also taproot system. Right, the application of Vetiver has been widely applied for some purpose, for example, to preserve the infrastructure and mitigate the natural disasters. The second one to improve the agricultural crop. So under the root science, normally the researcher carry out some tests, okay, in order to find the root shear strength and also the root tension strength. For example, the direct shear water and also the universal tension machines. Okay, through the test, okay, normally the researcher found that the plant able to increase the shear strength for soil enforcement and also the fertility with the impact of vegetation contain higher values compared with the fertility without vegetations. Okay, now let's take a look under the eggshell fertilizer. The first one, the calcium carbonate is the major component of the eggshell rigid structure. Uric acid, salicylic acid, and even amino acid may be found in eggshells. So through the some tests, they found that the eggshell does include the macronutrient and also the micronutrient that are very necessary for the plant growth. Under the coconut fiber and fertilizer, coir is a natural fiber made from the husk of coconuts. The fiber layer is found between the coconut heart, interior shell, and its outer coverings. So let's take a look at the research methodology part. We start with the sample preparation, the physical modeling where the plant was put inside the physical part, include soil and also the fertilizer. And the next part is the lab experiment, where first one to identify a physical property, for example, root diameter, root length, also root morphology. Second one to identify the mechanical properties through the sensor strength test and also the shear strength test. Okay, these are the lab what they already carried out. Okay, the first one is physical modeling, where the duration planted is about 21 and 35 days. Second one is under the shearboard test. It was carried out based on the British standard in order to find the root shear strength. Third one is the vernier caliper, where it was used in order to find the root diameter and also the root lines. And then the fourth one, universal tension machine. It was carried out based on the British standard in order to find the root tension strength. Okay, all the experiment were carried out at the UTHM Geotech lab. So this picture shows the step by step where it involved under the physical modeling. So we have the PVC pipe, and then the soil was put inside the PVC pipe and include the grass, and then also the fertilizer was put inside together, and this is the result after a few days. Okay, the main sample preparations are video guys. Sample soil, PVC pipe that was divided into two groups with 21 days and 35 days duration of planted. Okay, so this picture show between 21 days and also 35 days. Okay, in order to find the root diameter and root lines, the volume caliper was used. So this is a schematic of the direction board task, where you need to put the gripper test for the stern and control and non-control specimens, and then followed by the horizontal and also the loading cap. And this is a schematic for the universal tension machines. Okay, we put a root and then we need to grip, okay, between top and bottom, until the root break, okay, in the middles. Then we need to take the value, okay, in order to find the rotation strength. Okay, now let's take a look under the result and discussion. So the first one under the rock properties between 21 days and also the 35 days, and between Eggshell and also the coconut fiber. So if we look at from the results under the Eggshell, weight 21. Okay, the range value for the root diameter from 0.55 to 0.66 meter. Okay, one for the root lines, the range value are between 11.5 to 18 centimeter. Okay, one under the coconut fiber, the range value for the root diameter from 0.40 to 0.54 millimeter. Okay, one for the root range, the range value are between 10.2 centimeter to 24.6 centimeter. Okay. If you look from the results, okay, the root diameter under the 21 days with Eggshell fertilizer consists high value compared with the coconut fiber. Okay, let's take a look under the 35 days. Okay, under the Eggshell fertilizer, the root diameter range from 0.4 to 1.27 millimeter, while for the root length, the range value are between 30.4 centimeter to 61.4 centimeter, while under the coconut fiber, the range value for the root diameter are from 0.79 until 1.14 millimeter, while for the root length, the range value are between 8 centimeter to 22.5 centimeter. Good. If you look from the results, similar also, you will find that the Eggshell fertilizer consists the highest value for the root diameter and root length compared with the coconut fiber. Okay, if you look for the result under the original samples, it consists lowest value compared with the fertilizers. Now let's take a look at the mechanical properties of root shear strength. So under the shear strength, there are two main parameters that contribute to the shear strength. Okay, the first one, the equation, and also phase angle. So this figure can show this friend of the graph. In order to find the equation of the phase angle, equation is over here. Okay, from the y-axis, provide the phase angle for the slope gradient. Okay. Actually, the result for the question and phase angle are tabulated in this table with different criteria. Okay, the first one is the 21 days with Eggshell and also coconut fiber, followed by the 25 days with Eggshell and also coconut fiber, and also the original. So if you look from the tables, you found that the values under the 35 days eggshells and also coconut fiber consist higher value compared with the 21 days eggshell and coconut fiber. However, under the 35 days with eggshell fertilizer, the value for the parameter consists higher value compared with others. Okay, similar also with the shear strengths. If you look from this table, the value under 35 day shell fertilizer consists higher value compared with others. Okay, and this is the strength of the graph, the shear stress versus the normal stress, which represents overall between 21 days and also the 35 days. So, so if you look here, the shear stress with Eggshell, it consists higher value compared with others. Okay, similar also with this trend of graph. Okay, and this is the graph which represents overall. Okay, between 21 days also the 35 days. So if you look here, at 35 days already shall consider high value compared with others. Okay, let's take a look at the mechanical property of retention strength. So among the 4 samples that did over 21 days, including coconut fiber, okay, group 1 and group 2 eggshell, group 1 and group 2, eggshell group show slightly higher and compared. So if you look here, this bar chart, okay, represented by a purple color and a green color, consists higher value compared with the coconut fiber. The highest maximum tension strength of 0.068 so under the Eggshell group 2 and then followed by the Eggshell group 1. Okay, while the lowest 0.059 Newton over millimeter square in coconut fiber group 1. Okay, let's take a look under the 35 days. Over 35 days, 50 samples were collected including original Eggshell 1, Eggshell 2, coconut fiber and 2. Eggshell group, especially Eggshell 2, exhibit higher tension strength than coconut fiber. Okay, similar also. Okay, the result consists under the 35 days. Okay, under the conclusions, the root property of the grass with coconut fiber and eggshell fertilizers. Eggshell fertilizers have the profound positive effect on root properties. Can notably have height, diameter, and length, separating the impacts of the coconut fiber and original conditions. Relative morphology of 35 days eggshell and coconut fiber group has increased fibrousness compared to original and 21 day sample, highlighting substantial progress over time. While coconut fiber has a lesser impact on root properties, it still results in wider root diameter than the original conditions. Okay, under the object number 2, mechanical property of the graph with coconut fiber and eggshell fertilizer, the result of the eggshell test and universal tensions mentioned indicate that eggshell fertilizer has a bit higher shear strength and maximum tension strength compared to the coconut fiber fertilizer. In the direct shear test, eggshell fertilizer show greater shear strength value at both 21 days and 35 days compared to coconut fiber. The high tension strength is observed in the eggshell group of 25 days, while coconut fiber sample exhibit lowest value. Overall, the eggshell fertilizer proved more effective in enhancing the grass growth, root properties, and shear and tensile strength, separating the impact of coconut fiber and the original conditions. So under the significance of study, this study is very important because it explores how the coconut fiber and eggshell influence the vetiver grass root in stabilizing the slope. Through the shear and tension strength test using direct shear boards and universal tension machines, the effect of coconut fiber and eggshell on vetiver grass are compared. This analysis provides a comprehensive insight into how this material interact with vetiver roots. Discovering the suitable fertilizer for vetiver root can enhance the shear strength and prevent the slope failure. This research not only means the slope failure maintenance, but also aid in preventing the slope failure in Malaysia. Okay, and these are the link of the reference for the study. And then that's all from me. Thank you.